Hi there, this is Jeremy Clayton with Padre Escapes. Today I have several recommendations for improvements you can make to your property to increase bookings and guest satisfaction in 2022. Without a doubt, the number one improvement you can make to your property is to allow pets. Everyone wants to bring their pets on vacation. According to Airbnb Globally, the most searched for amenities in recent months were pet-friendly properties, pools, Wi-Fi, kitchens, and free parking. So you decided going pet-friendly is not for you? Not a problem. Let's just make sure you get the number 2 recommendation. Strong Wi-Fi. You gotta have it. Today's customers are traveling, they're working from home or working from their vacation home. They need to have good Wi-Fi. And it's so important that even websites like Airbnb and Vrbo are having it as part of the listing so guests know how good the Wi-Fi is in that property before they get there. And this is a must-have for some of these people. So we got to make sure you get good Wi-Fi in your property. If you don't have good Wi-Fi coming into your complex, let your HOA know about it and how important it is. A second option, if you're not getting good Wi-Fi signal or you just want to improve your Wi-Fi signal, is to add on a booster or extender. They call them different names. My favorite option that we actually use at our house is the Google Wi-Fi. I think it was recently changed the name to Nest Wi-Fi. This is a great addition. It quickly boosts the signal of your Wi-Fi. It's a pretty easy, simple setup that most anyone can do. If you have any trouble with it, just let us know. We'd be happy to help. They're using all those devices. They got to charge them. Having a charging station now is, I wouldn't say it's a requirement quite yet, but it's not a luxury anymore. It is an expectation. Guests do want to have charging stations in their property, multiple charging stations if possible, like one in the bedroom, one in the living or dining area. That way, everybody can plug their devices in and not have to get off them or fight for plugs. And I'm sure some of you have noticed whenever you go to your property and the bedside lamp is unplugged or the bedside alarm clock is unplugged, that's because the guests are plugging in their devices to charge them. So having a charging station, like any of these here, is a great choice to improve your guest experience at your property. And we all know that improving the guest experience is what brings them back to stay time and time again. Okay, so along those same lines of good Wi-Fi and charging stations is Desk Workspace. This is an option for us to put in our software to show that this property has this amenity. It's becoming more and more popular, more and more expected. So having a nice little desk workstation is much better than a guest having to work on a dining table or a breakfast bar or spread out in a bedroom on the bed or something. Having a nice small desk workspace goes a long ways in helping to improve your bookings. So moving on to the next one here, let's talk about making the most of your property's best feature. Whether that's an outdoor space, like a patio that's covered, or a patio with a great view, or an open floor plan, you need to provide the amenities and extras to make the most of that best feature. You don't want to have an awesome patio with a great view of the beach or the Laguna Madre and then not provide enough chairs for your guests to sit out there. Now this recommendation is all in the kitchen. Number 1, you want to have it well equipped. Number 2, you want to have good, sharp knives. None of these cheap knives are going to break when you're pushing down on them. And make sure they're not dull. You know, nobody wants to come to a property and they've made dinner, made it out on the grill, everybody's sitting around the table waiting, and you go to cut food and it's a dull knife. What a pain. Make sure you have good knives that stay sharp. So we got the knives put away. Now let's talk about coffee. A lot of people drink coffee. They drink in the morning, they drink it throughout the day, etc. Some people like a Keurig and some people like a coffee maker. So let's solve this problem and get the Keurig Duo, and it takes care of both those folks in one item. Next item, beds. You gotta have a nice comfy bed. The most popular mattress I've seen or heard compliments on from guests is a memory foam mattress. It was actually by Denver Mattress and it was called Green Choice. For some reason they went and discontinued it. So what I recommend is either memory foam mattress or some type of neutral feeling mattress, nothing too soft, nothing too hard. You want it to be just right. So here's something else on beds. If you have a queen size bed in a room, think about moving it out and moving a king in. 25% of people sleep on king size beds at home, so they don't want to go on vacation to sleep on a queen. So make those people happy, make a lot of people happy, and get a king size bed. So what's everybody here for? You got it. A little F-U-N, fun. 6 points. So, when you're on vacation, sometimes it rains. What are you gonna do? Scrabble, Monopoly, Risk, chess, checkers, all good options. Good simple games that we all played when we were kids. Great place to start. Cards, definitely a good option too. You can also do some puzzles. Good option, but you gotta keep in mind that some pieces may go missing, so maybe not the best option. Simple, old school fun games are great to play on those rainy days. Just make sure you have plenty for your guests to enjoy. No longer do we have a need for DVD players. Nowadays, smart TVs are the way to go. With a smart TV, your TV is connected directly to the Wi-Fi network. This gives the guest access to streaming services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Fubo, Spectrum has a service, ESPN. There's various services out there, and your guest typically has a subscription to these services and is able to access them directly from your property, making it easier for them to enjoy the things that they want to watch while on vacation. So we've talked about some of the things you can add to your property to make it better. Now let's take a look at some of the things you can take out of your property to make it better. There's just way too much stuff in here. A lot of this is really just unnecessary. Again, just way too much stuff in here. We got old fixtures over there, ironing board that you can't even get to, two old fans, some random old decor still up there, a little trash can nobody's using, another iron, miscellaneous pillows, a board game, extra shams, a classic old TV, some kind of floats, and then we got an air mattress and the linens that were removed from the beds whenever the property was switched over to standardized bedding, which was about 2 years ago now. It's time to get those things out. I know housekeeping has reached out to a lot of people who have those. Now, I get it, this is an AC closet, but let's not make it any more difficult for somebody to get in here. An old box of liquid nail is just unnecessary. Let's get that stuff out of here, clean it up, and move forward. Well, thanks for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Hope it's been some good feedback for you, some positive information. We just wanted to make these recommendations to help you improve your property for 2022. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be more competition than ever, but we feel like there's more people coming to the area, and these things will definitely help you stand out amongst the rest. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd love it if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. And as always, thank you for trusting Padre Escapes with your vacation rental property.